What it's like working as a welder. Your alarm clock jolts you awake at 5:30 a.m. That damn alarm is going to give you a heart attack one of these days. Your hands hurt. They've hurt every morning for the last 6 years. You get dressed in the dark. Cotton shirt, long sleeve, no synthetic. You learn that lesson once and never again. Jeans, the boots. Your jacket has a hole in the right sleeve from a piece of spatter last Tuesday. There's a hole in every shirt you own. You have stopped buying nice shirts. You arrive at the shop at 6:45. You clock in. You grab your work order. You grab your hood, your jacket, your gloves, your skull cap. You walk to your booth past 4 other guys doing the exact same thing in silence. Nobody talks before coffee. Nobody talks much after either. At 7 o'clock, you lay out the print. The bracket is supposed to be 14 and 3/16. The metal in front of you is 14 and 1/4. You set down the tape measure. You stare at the print. You stare at the metal. You make a decision. At 7:15, you start tacking up. The fit is slightly off. You shim it with a piece of scrap. The shim is also from a piece that was slightly off. The shop runs on shims. At 8:30, you're laying a bead when the apprentice strikes an arc 2 booths over without yelling cover. You catch the flash in your peripheral. You don't say anything. You'll feel it tonight. You'll lie in bed with a cold washcloth and you will remember the apprentice's face. At 10 o'clock, break. 10 minutes. You eat a granola bar by the door. You don't take off your hood. You don't take off your jacket. Putting them back on costs more than the break is worth. At 11:30, a piece of slag finds its way down your collar. It rolls down your back and lodges between your shirt and your belt. You cannot stop the weld in the middle of a bead. You finish the pass. You feel the burn. You'll check the mark in the bathroom later. At noon, lunch. 30 minutes. You sit on a stack of pallets. You eat a sandwich. You drink a Gatorade that has dust on it. You stare at the bay door. Someone is grinding nearby. At 12:30, you're back at it. The quality control guy walks up and points at a weld from yesterday. He says, "That one's got porosity. Grind it out. Redo it." You do not argue. You do not look at him. You spend the next 40 minutes fighting an angle grinder for a weld that took you 20 to lay down. You start over. At 2 o'clock, the foreman tells you the customer changed the order. They want 12 more brackets by Friday. You look at the clock. You look at the steel rack. You start cutting. At 3:15, you do your final pass for the day. The weld is clean. Stack of dimes. Nobody will ever see it. You take a picture on your phone anyway, just for you. At 3:30, you clock out. Your shift is done. 8 hours, $184. The price of a tank of gas, a sandwich, and your dignity. You drive home. Your forearms are pink with welder's tan. Your neck has a sunburn shaped like the gap above your shirt collar. You smell like burnt metal and ozone. You shower for a long time. The water runs gray. You eat dinner standing at the counter. You're in bed by 9:30.
If you want to make videos like these, download Flash Loop.